near the city of Alawaka feasted on human flesh. So fierce, powerful, and crafty, he was known as the demon. One day, the king of Alawi went hunting for deer in the jungle. Okay. Then he was caught by Alawaka and said,
This is the yummiest feast I've ever seen. So juicy and fresh. Ha 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 ha.
Ministers!
Stay away, or I'll kill your king.
Who are you?
I'm the Alawaka. Put your weapons down.
I'm the king of Alawi. Don't you know? I'll bring a person for your feast every day if you let me go.
Every day, not a bad deal. You may go, but make sure you keep your promise.
Every day, a prisoner would be sent into the forest with a plate of rice. He was told that to gain his freedom, he had to go to a certain tree, leave the plate there, and he could go free. At first, many prisoners volunteered to go on that simple mission. But as the days went by and no one returned to tell the other prisoners what had happened, the prisoners were forced each day to go into the forest. Soon, the prison became empty. How was the king to fulfill his promise of sending a person each day to be eaten by the demon?
Hail to the king, hail to the king. All rise, our king of Oliver has arrived.
How are my subjects doing? We're well and happy.
Oh, my master, there are not so many remaining.
Who do we have left?
Your Majesty Sosak will say not many remaining.
What? How pathetic. What shall I do?
I'm glad I'm in kind of trick.
What? His ministers advised him to drop packets of gold in the streets. Those found picking the packets would be caught as thieves and sent to Alawaka. When the word got around, nobody dared to pick the packets. As a last resort, the king started catching children for offering. The terrified subjects fled the city, leaving it deserted. There was only one more girl left. Oh no, what happened? Where did she go? Maybe we should call out for her to try and find her. Princess! Where did you go? Yeah. You should have listened to the queen and before you went off running. Oh no, she's my only princess. What shall I do?
Well, we have no choice.
Okay, we must send her out to the forest. With much reluctance, the king ordered that the princess should be sent to Alawaka the following morning.
Do you have any food to eat in the storage?
We have some, but barely enough for a day. The only food we have left is
The only food we have left is some potatoes and some raw meat.
I'm heading out to the mountains to put some traps. And on my way, I will find some treats for the kids. Gatekeeper, where are you?
Come in. I'm sorry, my majesty. I was on my water break.
Break, always break, water break, washer break. Use this thing. Your duty is to keep my palace safe. And nobody should cross the gate. I dare to do so.
At your order, my majesty.
By the way, I'm heading out to the mountains.
That day, the Buddha happened to be near the city. When he surveyed the world with his divine eye that morning, he saw what was going to happen. Out of compassion for the king, the prince, and Alawaka, the Buddha traveled the whole day to the demon's cave, and in the evening, he had arrived at the entrance of the cave.
I'm looking for a place to spend the night. Could you please ask?
I will try.
When the gatekeeper had gone to inform his master about the request, the Buddha went into the cave, sat on the seat of demon, and preached the Dhamma to his wives. When the demon heard what had happened from his servant, he hurried home very angry. With his extraordinary power, he created a terrifying thunderstorm which shook and lighted up the forest with thunder, lightning, wind, and rain. But the Buddha was unafraid. Fear is everywhere.
Who is this person who dared enter my cave?
I don't know. He looks like an ascetic. He didn't tell me. I asked him. He didn't tell me he looks like an ascetic.
Don't know.
Unable to frighten the Buddha, Alawaka asked,
Is it right that you holy man? You should enter and sit with his wife when the owner of the house is away. I dare to do so. Or I'm going to throw you out of my palace before I go insane. I dare to do so. Get out of my sight before I go insane. Do you hear me? I order you to get out.
I'm not going to obey you, Alawaka. Do whatever you can, but I'm going to remain here.
Unable to force the Buddha to do what he wanted, Alawaka changed his tactics and said,
I will ask you some questions. If you can't answer, I'll split your heart and kill you and throw you out the other side of the river.
There is no one, Alawaka, whether man or deva, ascetic or Brahman, or Brahmin, who can do such things to me. I am the Buddha, but if you want to ask anything, you may do so.
Alawaka asked some questions which he learned from his parents who had learned from generation to generation. He had forgotten the answers, but he had preserved the questions by writing them on gold leaves.
What is the greatest wealth for a man? Do you know? What brings the highest bliss? For no master. What is the sweetest of all tastes? My favorite one. You all better pay attention. Which is the best way of life? Do you know?
Well, those are great questions. The greatest will for man is confidence. The true doctrine, when well mastered, brings the highest bliss. The sweetest state is truth. The fair, wise, is the decent way.
Alawaka asked many more questions, all of which the Buddha answered. The final question was,
My last question. Passing from this world to the next, how does one not grieve?
Very good question. He who possesses the four virtues, truthfulness, good morals, and generosity grieves not after passing away.
Now I know what is my future welfare, and good that the Buddha came to Alavi.
the next morning, when the king and the officers of Alawi came with the king's young girl, they were surprised at the sight of the Buddha preaching to Alawaka, who was listening attentively to the sermon. When the girl was handed to Alawaka, he was ashamed of himself to receive the girl as an offering. Instead, he stroked the girl on her head and handed him over to the officers. After that, the Buddha blessed the child and Alawaka. Indeed, the conversion of Alawaka the cannibal showed how the Buddha, with his great wisdom and compassion, could tame a savage and change him into a gentle disciple.